laugh too hard.
Welcome to Pure Power Wrestling PowerSlam on Shaw Spotlight. My name is Kevin Farrell, coming to you from the beautiful German Canadian Club in Lethbridge, Alberta, joining our opening match in progress as Alix Zwicker goes one-on-one with Cherry Dahl. We saw both of these women make their PPW debuts just a few weeks ago in the Power Rumble, and now they go one-on-one on PowerSlam TV, and listen to that reaction from the PPW fans for Cherry Dahl. As Alix Zwicker goes up to the top rope looking for the same reaction, but showered in boos from the PPW fans. These fans already behind Cherry Dahl, and these two women have not even locked up yet. You have seen Alix Zwicker over the past several months here on PowerSlam TV in the corner of the headline Shawn Martins, and she has done very little to endear herself to the PPW fans, going after Cherry Dahl from behind. Big forearm shot to the throat. Collar and elbow tie-up now, center of the ring. Cherry Dahl takes a quick side headlock, transitions into a headlock takeover. Zwicker able to reverse into a head scissor. Quick get out there by Cherry Dahl. Another collar and elbow tie-up. Dahl right back to that headlock takeover. Again though, Zwicker able to reverse into the head scissor. And again, Cherry Dahl kicks up quick. These two women circling, collar and elbow tie-up for a third time. A third headlock takeover. Third transition here into the head scissor, and for a third time, Cherry Dahl able to escape. Both women feeling each other out in the early going of this match, and I think both women may have to adjust their strategy here. Alix Zwicker seems to be banking off a handshake here, a rare show of sportsmanship, but pulls Cherry Dahl into the corner turnbuckles. Another big overhand forearm shot now from Zwicker. Doesn't appear to have affected Cherry Dahl all that much. Dahl attempts a back elbow. I don't think she quite got all of it. Zwicker runs in, catches the boot, big slap to Dahl, and now she's got Cherry Dahl loaded up on her shoulders, and a big electric chair drop takes down Cherry Dahl, center of the ring. Zwicker with a side press and a hook of the leg, only good for a 2 count in the early going of this match. You see the headline Shawn Martins at ringside in the corner of Alix Zwicker, as Zwicker now pulling Cherry Dahl up by the hair. Breaks before the referee's 5 count, once again into a cover, only 2. Not enough to put Cherry Dahl away. Big stomp to the back from Zwicker. This crowd firmly behind Cherry Dahl in this match. There you see a big forearm shot from Zwicker. Follows Dahl into the corner. Another big forearm shot puts Cherry Dahl down in the corner. And the blatant boot choke, the boot across the throat right in front of the referee. Zwicker breaking on 4. Remember, risking disqualification on 5. Cherry Dahl now struggling to get back to her feet. Zwicker with the Irish whip. And Dahl runs right into a big clothesline from Alix Zwicker. Back press, hooks the leg, only 2. Still only able to pick up 2 on Cherry Dahl. There's a lot of fight left in Cherry Dahl here in this match. And again, this crowd completely behind Cherry Dahl.
Isn't she amazing?
Well, most of this crowd, with the exception of the headline Shawn Martins, behind Cherry Dahl. Alix Zwicker attempts an Irish whip. It looks like cuts Dahl off with a knife edge chop partway through, and now a series of shoulders in the corner. Zwicker now Irish whip. Dahl goes corner to corner. Zwicker follows it up with a big clothesline in the corner. And again, a series of shoulders into the midsection of Cherry Dahl. Zwicker now with a snapmare, puts Dahl down. And transitions now into a rear chin lock. putting all of her weight across the back and shoulders of Cherry Dahl. Zwicker has this hold in tight. Dahl, though, looks like she may be getting her second wind, trying to fight back, trying to rally this crowd behind her. Dahl now looks like she's fighting back to her feet, up to her knees, now up to a vertical base. Big elbows to the midsection by Cherry Dahl. Can she capitalize? It looks like Cherry Dahl may be distracted here by the headline Sean Martins. And Martins with a blatant choke in front of the official. Our PPW junior official here using her discretion, not calling for the disqualification. Paige Zwicker now lifting Cherry Dahl up onto her shoulders. An impressive display of strength here, but Dahl rolls through the victory roll. Only a one count. Only a one count from Cherry Dahl to Alix Zwicker. Zwicker with a stomp to the hip. This crowd trying its best to rally behind Cherry Dahl. Once again, though, Alix Zwicker going back to the hair. Cherry Dahl is down. She has been unable to really put together any sort of sustained offense in this match. Zwicker with a big forearm shiver to the jaw. Zwicker follows it up with another. And a third forearm right to the jaw. Cherry Dahl now fires back with a forearm that puts down Alix Zwicker. Dahl now tries to gather herself, Zwicker back up, and Cherry Dahl runs right through her with a big shoulder tackle. This crowd now starting to rally behind Cherry Dahl. And Alix Zwicker runs right into a back elbow now from Dahl. Dahl starting to roll, a little bit of offense able to chain together here. Dahl has Zwicker in the corner, and a big running bulldog puts Alix Zwicker down. Zwicker is down. Cherry Dahl up to her feet, trying to rally this crowd, but she should be staying on top of her opponent. Dahl now picks Zwicker up. She's got her hooked. It looks like she may be thinking vertical suplex. No, fisherman suplex. Release fisherman suplex from Cherry Dahl. Goes for the cover, but the headline Sean Martins up on the apron, distracting our official. Cherry Dahl now goes to Martins. Martins, it looks like he's hopping down. His job done. Zwicker with a shot, capitalizing here on the distraction. Big DDT puts Cherry Dahl down. Zwicker turns her over. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. It is all over. Your winner, Alix Zwicker, as we take a brief commercial break. We are back at the German Canadian Club of Lethbridge for our feature contest this evening, 6-man tag team action. First up, we have the Killer Bee and Cyanide coming out here as a unit. It looks like the problems between Killer Bee and Cyanide have been put aside. Some sort of bond formed between this duo. The Killer Bee taken under the wing of Cyanide. Cyanide looking to show the Killer Bee a little bit of that killer instinct, a little bit of what it takes to be truly successful here in Pure Power Wrestling.
And to complete their team, please welcome the headline, Sean Martins.
And of course, the third man in this team, you saw him in our opening contest this evening get involved. None other than the headline, Sean Martins. Sean Martins, the current reigning Monster Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, And there we see, accompanied to the ring by Alix Zwicker, successful in our opening contest this evening. And with that MPW Heavyweight Championship belt in tow, Shawn Martins, as I said, the reigning Monster Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Now, it has been a while since we have seen another company's championship belt here on PowerSlam TV, but Shawn Martins very proud to be the reigning, defending Monster Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. And especially after what we saw in that opening contest this evening, this crowd completely against the headline. Well, Shawn Martins with some harsh words for the fans of Lethbridge, being disrobed in the center of the ring. There is not much more egotistical or bombastic you can get than that, ladies and gentlemen, but that is the headline, Shawn Martins. Well, the first member of the second team tonight, Sidney Steele, making his way to the ring, and it looks like he is in the mood for a fight. Storming out through the curtain. He is ready to go here. We will see him in six-man tag team action.
Okay, let's get the next one out here. Introducing Steven Styles.
Sidney Steele's tag team partner this evening, Steven Styles, the owner of Real Canadian Wrestling. Steven Styles has not been in a pure power wrestling ring in nearly 7 years, ladies and gentlemen, making his return here tonight to PPW on PowerSlam TV. And completing this trio, the Cheetah Bear, Jude Dawkins has had his problems here on PowerSlam TV over the last several months with Shawn Martins. Things appear to be coming to a head, but they will go at it as part of trios tag teams here on PowerSlam TV. Dawkins, Steele, and Styles look like they are ready to go. This crowd firmly behind the Cheetah Bear. And well, it looks like Steele, Dawkins, and Steven Styles don't want to wait. They want to get things going here on PowerSlam TV. Listen to this crowd in our main event tonight. Well, as the team of the headline, Cyanide and the Killer Bee, spill it to the floor, it looks like they want nothing to do with this trio here tonight. Well, Cyanide instructing the official to get all three back. I mean, Cyanide is not wrong. In this match, the rules are one man from each team can be in the ring at a time. The other two have to be on the outside. Tags have to be made. Cyanide isn't wrong. This is not a 3-on-3 tornado match. Well, it looks like the Killer Bee has been elected to start this match. Hopping in the ring, this may not be the best choice on the part of the Killer Bee. That's a lot of beef in the ring at one time. The Killer Bee, well, I mean, being intimidated into the corner by the Cheetah Bear. Well, it looks like tonight, Sydney Steele and Steven Styles are going to allow Jude Dawkins to start things off with the Killer Bee. As the bell sounds, we are officially underway with our feature contest this evening. The Killer Bee with a series of shots here to the jaw of Jude Dawkins, having absolutely no effect on the Cheetah Bear. Cheetah Bear almost bored, making the tag to Sydney Steele. Well, as the headline Sean Martins from behind makes the tag to the Killer Bee, and it looks like Steele and Martin's going to start things off here tonight. Sydney Steele, though, giving the crowd what they want. Well, come on now. Trying to give the crowd what they want. The headline Sean Martins and the Cheetah Bear Jude Dawkins one-on-one. Martins, though, tagging out to Cyanide. Collar and elbow tie-up in the center of the ring. Jude Dawkins takes that side headlock. He's got that in tight. You can see the look on the face of Cyanide. Cyanide now with a couple of shots to the midsection to break that headlock. Spins out into a top wrist lock. Impressive wrestling here from Cyanide. Dawkins grabbing the top rope, flips out, and throws Cyanide with a big arm drag. Irish whip off the ropes, and a huge shoulder tackle from the Cheetah Bear. Puts Cyanide down, and, well, it looks like the tag was made from the Killer Bee. Gonna try to get himself some more here of the Cheetah Bear. Cheetah Bear holding up his hand. Is he thinking Greco-Roman knuckle-up test of strength? Well, this crowd trying to tell the Killer Bee to think more wisely. Killer Bee with a shot to the midsection. And an impressive display of strength, a suplex. But Dawkins able to completely shrug it off. Killer Bee doesn't see him. And Dawkins once again intimidating the Killer Bee into the corner. Dawkins has him hooked. And a big stalling vertical suplex holds the Killer Bee up and drops him down. A lot more effect than the Killer Bee suplex. Dawkins drags the Killer Bee into the corner, tags Steven Styles into the ring. Styles officially in a PPW match for the first time in nearly 7 years, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the Killer Bee hooked in a big snap suplex from Steven Styles. Styles now off the ropes. It drops a big leg across the throat of the Killer Bee. Lateral press. No hook of the leg, but able to get a 2 count from the Killer Bee. And Steven Styles with a big Irish whip. Killer Bee runs right into a clothesline. Styles with a tag to Sydney Steele. And Steele with a shot to the ribs of the Killer Bee. He's got the Bee hooked. Sydney Steele taking snap suplex, puts the Killer Bee down, floats over. Lateral press, 1. Only 1 though. The Killer Bee very impressive here. Able to kick out at 1 off a snap suplex. Fights back. But Sydney Steele with a big forearm shot to the shoulder blades. And Steele with an arm wrench. Makes the tag to Dawkins. Dawkins in now. He's got the Killer Bee. And a beautiful snap suplex from Jude Dawkins. Puts the Killer Bee down. 3rd snap suplex in a row. Dawkins now is measuring the Killer Bee and drops a big senton. All of Dawkins' weight into the Killer Bee. The cover broken up by Cyanide. Dawkins getting into the face of Cyanide now. Killer Bee struggling to get back to his feet. Well, the Cheetah Bear, very clear, wants Sean Martins here. Tag made to Sydney Steele. Steele and the Killer Bee legal. Big headbutt from Steele to the Bee. Looks like Steele may have rocked himself a little bit with that. And Cyanide now hangs Steele up over the top rope. Throat first. The Killer Bee goes right into a rear chin lock. As quickly as he can, makes the tag to the headline. Martins with a series of shots here. He's got Steele hooked. Snap suplex of his own to Sydney Steele. Looks to make the cover, but Jude Dawkins in the ring, distracting the official. Martins now raining down shots to the head on Sydney Steele. Martins with a shot to the back. And now a blatant choke in front of the official. Breaks on 4, risking disqualification on 5. And Cyanide now, with the referee distracted, a choke of his own. Martins drives that leg into the back of Steele, choking him up on the top rope. Follows it up with a snapmare, and now a rear chin lock. Again, all of his weight across the back and the shoulders of Steele, but Steele fighting back, trying to rally this crowd behind him. Steele back up to his feet. Big shots to Sean Martins. Steele off the ropes. Ducks a clothesline. Martins looks for a backdrop. Sydney Steele, though, able to get over. And a big sunset flip. Only 2, though. Steele up looking for a tag, but turns around into a clothesline from Sean Martins. Martins now got the hair in control of Steele. He's got Steele hooked for a side Russian leg sweep. Big boot to the chest by Cyanide into a side Russian leg sweep. Cyanide now has got Steele by the hair. And Cyanide with a forearm shot across the back. He has Steele hooked and plants him with a DDT. That is what we saw end our opening contest this evening. Is it going to be enough? Cyanide, though, slaps the Cheetah Bear right in the face. Cheetah Bear in the ring. I can't blame him. But now with the referee distracted, the Killer Bee and Cyanide stomps to Sydney Steele. The Killer Bee with big forearm shots here to Steele. Punch to the jaw. Another shot right to the jaw of Sydney Steele. Irish whip, in goes Steele. And the Killer Bee with the stinger splash. Following it up with a big running bulldog facebuster. The Killer Bee, even though this isn't his normal style, working very well with Cyanide the headline. Sean Martins appears to have learned a thing or two from Cyanide. Right back into that rear chin lock now on Steele. Steele, though, fights back, getting back up to a vertical base. Steele back to his feet. Shots here to the Killer Bee. And drives the Killer Bee right into the corner. Steele has to be thinking about making a tag. Back to his feet. Turns his attention to his teammates, tries to make a tag. Killer Bee, though, with the hair, pulling Steele down, head first into the ring. Killer Bee making the tag to the headline, Sean Martins. In comes Martins. Big boot to the ribs. And an overhand forearm shot. Martins now working Steele into a corner. Big chop to the chest of Sydney Steele. Irish whip. Steele, though, shrugs it off, and both men thinking the same thing, throwing a clothesline. Both men down in the center of the ring. Somebody has got to get up to a vertical base, or we are going to have a double count out here on PowerSlam. Steele rolls through Ricky to Robert. Steven Styles, the legal man, running in. Series of clotheslines. Big back elbow to the Killer Bee. Another back elbow to Cyanide. Styles now firing up on the Killer Bee. Big overhand chop. He's got Cyanide scooped up and put down with a body slam. And he's got the Killer Bee up now, looking for a big running power slam to put the Killer Bee away. Power slam puts the Killer Bee away. 2 count only, though. Steven Styles only able to get the 2 count. Cyanide in, breaking up the cover. And a big leg drop to the back of the head. And Sean Martin's now going after Steele and Dawkins. Martins is going after Steele and Dawkins. He's got Steele and Dawkins taken down at ringside. An attack from behind. While Cyanide now looks for a steel chair. Low blow to Steven Styles. Martin steals the tag. Looks like he's going for a version here of a Cobra Clutch suplex. A low snap Cobra Clutch suplex, and it is enough to put Steven Styles away. Steele and Dawkins just barely unable to break up that cover. And Martin's now demanding that the official raise his hand here in the center of the ring. Your feature contest this evening on PowerSlam TV. As Super Dave Ranson makes it official, your winners here. Cyanide, the Killer, he and Sean Martin. Well, that's not the music one would expect to be hearing here. With Martin's picking up the victory, but Vinny Valentine on his way to the ring. What? I'm a little confused here. What business exactly Vinny Valentine has here on PowerSlam? Vinny Valentine clientless, his former client Cyanide in the ring, but I mean, I can't imagine that relationship is able to be repaired. And, well, I mean, folks, I don't know quite what we're seeing here on PowerSlam, but Vinny's got something to say.
Next month, March 30th, get that date in your books because you don't want to miss this. Vinny Valentine has managed a last man standing match.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Vinny Valentine, the new manager of the headline Sean Martins, and March 30th, Martins and Dawkins, last man standing. You gotta be there. For PPW, I'm Kevin Farrell. Thank you, and join us next week.